work together 15.1, I went through and put some things in ahead of time to make the process a little bit smoother for us and to show you that it's going to take us a lot of time to go through this. However, if you put all the titles in first, the numbers are easier to find where they come from. So it says we are preparing an income statement for a merchandising business. The worksheet for Interstate Tires is given to me, so you have another sheet you should be using to find your numbers from. And we need to go through and prepare an income statement. So what I told you I just did is I went through and listed out all of the accounts I'm going to use all the way down on the left-hand side, all the way to the bottom. All right? Now I need to finish the piece of the puzzle where I fit them in. First things first, I know my title at the top here is Interstate Tires. I know I'm creating an income statement. And I know it's for year ended because it's always for the end of the year, December 31st. All right? So I'm going to scroll down here a little bit because I just stopped up there. So I need to get this moving again for us. Alright, so first things first, revenue is my first account. It's my sales account number. So I'm going to go to my worksheet that was provided for me, and I'm going to go and get my sales number. My sales number on the income statement credit was 548,989.25. Minus my sales discount, less sales discount. My sales discount was $661.69. And my returns and allowances was $3,512.84. Now these are all numbers I'm pulling right off of my worksheet that was given to me with the directions. Now, add this plus this gives me 4147.53. And now I need to take my sales minus my returns and discount to give me what my net sales would be for this year ended. So it's 544,814.72. All right. Moving along. Cost of merchandise sold. My merchandise inventory on January 1st. Now, this is not where you pull it from the income statement. This number you pull from the trial balance because that was the beginning of the year. It is 198,480.33. So this was taken from my trial balance, line 5 debit column. All right. Next, I have my purchases. So I'm looking for purchases on my sheet. Purchases should be 278,452.39. And that .39 didn't go in there for some reason, and that is taken from line number 32 on my income statement. Less purchases discount, line 33 it looks like. Credit is 1845.78, and then my purchases, returns, and allowances right below it for 3548.65. All right, add these two numbers together. Gives me a total of 5394.43. All right. My 278,452.39 minus 5394.43 gives me 273,057.96. All right. So I see we're just piecing numbers in here to the puzzle right now. I'm going to scroll this down a little bit. Let's see more here. All right. Next step we need to do is total cost of merchandise. Oh, and I went too far because I got to show you where I'm pulling these. I'm going to take my 198,480.33 plus this number to give me my total cost of merchandise available for sale. It is $471,538.29. All right. Next thing, I need to have my less merchandise inventory. So this is the number I need to take. All right, so my less merchandise inventory for December 31st is given to me on line number 5. It is on the balance sheet. It is 188,999.25. All right. Now I need to take my 471 minus my 188 to give me my cost of merchandise sold, which would be 282,539.04. All right, so I'm going to scroll up a little here for a second so I can show you one little trick here we need to see. Now, we have my net sales minus my cost of merchandise sold gives me my gross profit on sales. So 544 minus 282 gives me 262,275.68. All right, so now we're going to do one more step at the top here to make things a little bit easier. So we scroll down. This right here must equal 100%. I'm going to take my 282, divide it into my 544,814.72 to get my percentages of net sales. Then I'm going to do the same for 262 divided into 544. 282,539.04 divided into 544,814.72 gives me 51.9. Now for this to match, it must equal 100. So this number right here plus this must equal 100%. 262,275.68 divided into this gives me 48.1. All right, so as you can see, that plus that does equal 100, so I'm in good shape right now. Moving along, down to the bottom, we're going to talk about expenses. Same thing, we're just taking all of our numbers from prior and filling out our expense column. Advertising expense on my worksheet, also on the income statement. Straight down the list is 9320, followed by my cash over and short is 5.27. Credit card fee expense, 9454.45. Depreciation office equipment, 4260. I'm just taking these numbers right exactly from the income statement. I started on line number 35. I'm going to work my way all the way down to around 45 maybe. Just keep working your way down here. So 4260 is my last one. 5750. Insurance expense is 6,000. Miscellaneous expense is 6480. Payroll tax expense is 9315.66. Rent expense 18,123. Set expenses 102,576.00. Supplies office 2486.99. Supplies store 2948.28. Uncollectible 1680. Utilities 6487.89. Alright, so now we need to go through and add up all of these numbers right here to get my total expenses. Gives me a grand total of 184,764.54. Alright, so now net income before federal income tax, you're going to take my 262,275.68 minus this, gives me 77,511.14. I'm going to go back to my worksheet and get my federal income tax expense. So minus my federal income tax expense, which was 14,603.79. And the total right here, 77 minus 14, gives me 62,907.35. All right? All right, and for the last step to get these percentages down here, we're going to take my 184,764.54 and divide it into up here, which was my number at the top we used earlier, which is going to be my 544,814.72. Should give you a percentage of 33.9. So right here, 33.9. And same thing, 77,511.14 divided into that 544,814.72 will give you a percentage of 14.2. All right, so as you can see, a lot of pulling numbers from a different worksheet. Most numbers are coming from your income statement unless it says the beginning on January 1st. You have to pull that from the balance sheet. All right, so those are your percentages. Then you take your numbers, make sure the top two equal 100 right up here, and then these two you go into the top number up there. All right, so take your time. That's 15-1. Good luck. Take your time, and I'll see you at 15-2.